way it's going to be. And I know when they're by themselves, they have these thoughts. But because of what they've been taught and what feels better and what's more comforting is to say that I became a part of the policy. But it's kind of like you are part of his works. Because the only thing that's eternal is his work. That's what's eternal, what he did on that cross. Death, burial, and resurrection, that's eternal. But we've inserted ourselves in there through grace. And we kind of like imposing ourselves in there. Oh, I can see Joe now. Oh, I can see Donna. I can see Sarah. I can see Patricia. I see you. I see you. Tatiana. Gabriella. Oh, I see you, girl. Instead of seeing us under the blood, we make ourselves a part of the policy when we say, once you're in, you're in. We don't understand God's process. Paul made it clear what he foreknew. He worked it. He's provided for those he foreknew that was going to say, I'm going to ride this thing out. And there were some that rode for a little while and they got out. And he saw all of that. And he was working with those too. He was working with all of them. Throughout the ages, he's been working through his spirit in eternity. Before we even got here, before he even laid that foundation of earth, he had already seen it there all. And he worked it. He worked it. He didn't manipulate it. He didn't pick and choose every fifth person. He worked with every individual human being to get them in. He even put you in the right century. He even put you with the right parents. He put you everywhere, all of you. You don't even know to the details that God has made the provision to get you to accept. Because if we're totally deprived, we wouldn't even accept. That was one I talked about earlier. If we are totally deprived, if we are really totally deprived, we wouldn't accept this gift. It would be all God all the way through. So we're not totally deprived in that sense. That's a piece of us. We got enough sense to say, help. And Superman says, I'll take care of the rest. All you got to do is call my name and take my gift. Receive it. I freely give it to you. But just abide with me. You got to abide. You got to stay with me. If you stay with me and you listen to me, this trip called life, and you endure to the end, I'm going to put a stone. I'm going to give you a name, a white stone. You'll get your stone. But on the reversal, if you fight me, if you decided to leave the policy, it's the best policy you'll ever face. If you decide to leave the policy, Adam, Eve, and listen to the devil, I will come against you. Not that I want to, because if you make yourself a part of the synagogue of hell, which I am going to come against, you will be in that bed with Jezebel, and I will come against you. I hope through this portion of going through the book of Revelation on who will go when the trumpet blows, something significant that God, the Holy Spirit, has said to me resonated within you and caused you to think. And like I said, I might do a little brief thing on what it means to conquer. What is he saying? And I might not. But I just wanted to put that out there. Who will go when the trumpet blows? I wanted to put it in perspective. And I'm not talking about salvation. I'm just saying, if he's using this type of language to these churches, and I know in some of your mind, but I'm talking about people that are really saved. But you got a lot of people walking around here thinking that they're really saved too. How do you know? You're not God. So you got to be careful what you tell people. Because some people believe your words, but their hearts are far from God. But you can't tell. But you give them a teaching that keeps them, that doesn't even challenge them. I'm just saying. Well, that's enough. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment. And I want to say, as I always say, stick with me. Stay in the Word. That is all.